Hey, right when I hop up a jet, I'ma take a Patek, I'ma flood it with diamonds. Reed swore the stones blind, I can't even tell what the time is. Bad little white hole look like Madonna, black hole look like Rihanna.
It's been a month since I posted. I didn't even realize how long it's been, but basically I'm just gonna be doing another day in the life. First things first, I'm gonna go to the gym, so I'm gonna just record there. Yeah, I'll see you there. White monster secured. I recently slapped JB4 on my car. Hold on. And there's a lot of, oh shit. There's a lot of hate on JB4. I don't know why. But like, yeah, I mean, it's just like an increase of like 80 horsepower, 100 horsepower. It's something light. I don't have to unlock my ECU. And like, it's a big power difference, honestly. I notice it a good amount. I'm pushing like 600 now. But yeah, now I'm on the way to the gym. I'm getting called by fucking Nick. What the fuck?
What's up, guys?
What the fuck are you doing,
You know
bro?
what time it is?
What time is it?
Time to get jacked.
Is it? Get
It's
it,
the best
bro.
time of the day.
Holy shit, bro. Whole fit
bro?
on. So,
How you doing?
yeah.
He told me whoever's like the majority of the who has the buy box the majority of the time, like it's me.
Okay, all right. Let's just do a
What?
if you're taking off tomorrow.
I might just call out for tomorrow so we can just fucking do this shit.
Okay, just let me know and then we'll do a sourcing call and then we'll just see
Okay,
what
should
you.
I text you or?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, sir.
All right, bro.
See you, bro.
We just ran into one of my students. He just started, so we didn't really go over product sourcing. He's been busy with work, so he's gonna take off tomorrow. We're gonna take on a call, and then we're gonna go over sourcing again. But yeah, that was kind of crazy. He just pulled up.
It's complete.
All right, look at it right now. All right,
This is the before. It looks cool though. I mean, yeah, it's alright. Oh shit, dude. Damn. Damn.
Oh yeah, we're set.
Oh damn.
Unriced.
Oh damn. That shit's aggressive. I like it. I don't know why.
Fucking play, bro.
What?
There you go. We're on stream now. We got back and buys, so I'm gonna put into a little cinematic.
What do you think?
Alright, yeah, we just finished back. We got biceps now. I forgot to.
Hell yeah.
Alright, ready? Come here. Come here.
Why are you fucking momming so hard?
Look, bro. Fuck
What is this shit?
Fuck that shit, bro.
So much leaner in your arms, bro. Like than me. Literally, look how much leaner your fucking biceps are than mine.
Oh, they bleed? Alright, ready? Ready? Come in the frame.
Yeah, just totally stand in the middle, you fuckhead. Alright, let's compare abs.
Alright, I'm ending the video here. Alright. Listen to these pops. Listen, ready? Hold on. Wait. Alright, ready? The JB4 adds a good amount of power, I'm not gonna lie. It gets so much hate for no reason. One of my boys just came over, he just got an intake for his 340, so we're gonna try to install that. Not gonna lie, we don't really know much about cars, so we're gonna try to install this. Oh.
Bro, am I gonna have to put on all my like old stuff again?
Why?
Because I can't figure this out.
We're gonna figure it out.
Everyone-
Alright, so we're gonna get sorry, we're gonna put this on. Oh shit, that's a little too much. And then put this on. Okay. And then screw it in. Oh shit. My nose is stuffy. The angle, bro. Oh, I almost dropped it.
I'm gonna crack it off.
I don't understand it, bro.
That?
We got it on.
We did it.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Yo, why is it moving like that? Yo, what the fuck is that? Yo, what is that? Dude, that is not supposed to do that. What is wrong with
No, it is supposed to move.
bro? All right,
He
when
even said it's supposed to move.
like this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because this makes a lot of sense, bro. Yo, I kind of got caught up with work, so I stopped recording, and it's currently 2 in the morning. I'm finished all my work, and I can't sleep. I got a lot on my mind, so I'm just gonna be doing like a little Q&A. It wasn't really a day in the life because I didn't really show much. I didn't record like half of my day, but I didn't really do much today, honestly. Not that much work, and obviously not that much fun. I don't really do much. But yeah, first things first, as some of you guys already know, my name's Arda. I'm a 17-year-old 8-figure Amazon seller. I know that's a little hard to believe since I look, 25. But I am 17, and I've been doing e-commerce for about 3 years now, thanks to my brother. He's the one that, kind of put me on. He was my mentor when I first started. And I started at 14. I was in 8th grade. And in 8th grade, I did online school. And then after 8th grade, I started doing like 10 to 20, 30K a month. And then I just dropped out of high school. So that's where I'm at right now. And yeah, that's about it. I'm just going to be answering some questions that, I'm just going to be answering some common questions that I get asked. Okay, I'm going to look at my YouTube to see some questions. Got a comment on one of my videos. On that short video when the guy tells you bitch ass ninja, I would have reversed enough to laugh at right at his face. You should have been ruthless. No, that guy was joking. He's somebody I know, and unfortunately, he crashed. So just pay attention to the road. I would not wish that on anybody. Okay, would you say Amazon FBA is better than dropshipping? 100%. Dropshipping is definitely saturated. It's something that you see on TikTok, like with all those guru edits and stuff like that. Dropshipping's pretty saturated. So there's a few ways about going about Amazon. So there's private label and there's like wholesale OA. So private label is basically you manufacture your own product, like you get your own product manufactured, you put a brand on it, you run ads on Amazon. So you're just starting from scratch, but you're still selling on the Amazon platform. And what we do, like what I've been doing these past 3 years and what I teach is wholesale and OA. So what that is basically we just sell name brand products that are already advertised, so we have no ad costs. And people already know these brands. So like let's say you're buying, so like the stuff we sell is like Dove, Lysol, stuff like that. People already know these brands, so there's no need to advertise because these listings are already up. We don't have to make our own listings. We don't have to get anything manufactured. All we have to do is find that product for a cheaper price and sell it on Amazon. So like that's the business model I like.
Okay, I found this on the web for cheaper.
So yeah, that's the business model I like. Private label is definitely good because you're building something, but with like wholesale and OA, you're not really building anything because you're just selling another brand's product. So like let's say in the long run, you have a private label brand. And you could sell it in like a few years, but like the thing with OA and wholesale, which is what we do, you can't sell it in the next 3 years. So there's not, you're not really building anything. Of course, there's a lot of money in it, but you're not building anything. But yes, 100%, Amazon FBA is definitely better than dropshipping. Way easier, just requires a lot more capital. Like before anybody starts Amazon FBA, I'd always recommend like 10K capital. And what I mean by capital, if you don't know what capital means, that's just like, the money you have. So like if you have 10K to spend, then definitely look into Amazon FBA. Okay, another question is, do you do OA or RA to source? So if you guys don't know what OA and RA means, OA is online arbitrage. Basically you source products from online retailers like Target, Walmart, Sam's Club, stuff like that. And RA is retail arbitrage, is basically when you go in stores and you scan products individually and see if you're profitable. I hate RA. I've tried it for like a few days when I first started, but I didn't like that business model at all. It just takes a lot of time, and it's basically like you're working a job. So OA is definitely, online arbitrage is definitely the way to go. Don't do RA. I don't like that. I got another comment saying, really trying to quit my 9 to 5. The pain of waking up early in the morning, sleepy as shit, going to a job you hate is devastating. Honestly, I'm gonna be fully transparent here. I've never worked a job, and yeah, it seems like it must suck. But we have a lot of students that came from working 9 to 5s and they ended up quitting because they're making like 10 to 15K in profit a month. No, it's definitely ass. Listen, so say you're making 4K a month from your job, right? And you're waking up at 5 a.m. You'd rather put that money into Amazon, and you know, you're not gonna make 4K, you're gonna make more obviously, but even if you're making 4K, it's definitely better than going somewhere, like going to work for somebody else. Even if you're making the same amount of money, you're still working for yourself and you're doing everything at home, so it's a lot more comfortable. So I mean, right now is the best time to, you know, start any type of business. Everything's online. Just this whole social media space is like huge. So if you're looking to get into business, online business is the best thing to do. E-commerce. Also, got another comment saying, "Damn bro, good work. I've always been not great in school, but I wasn't stupid or nothing. In high school right now, trying to save 100K by 18 and do a little bit of stocks on the side. It's going well. I'm trying to do my best on my own because my parents are very wealthy, so I'm trying to do it alone, but this video is pretty helpful and I can relate to this a lot." Okay, school topic. I hate school. I got held back in 6th grade. When I was in school, I was depressed. I hated school. I've never gotten A's and B's. I've always just, you know, barely passed. And then obviously in 6th grade, I failed. Yeah, school is ass. School is not for everybody. And if your parents are wealthy, if your parents support what you do, definitely try to use their help. I know a lot of people throw shame on that, but you know, if you have the opportunity for your parents to help you, then 100% do that. But yeah, I'm glad a lot of people can relate to that. Another comment is, there is no way you are 17 right now. You got a grown-ass man voice. You got a grown-ass man voice, beard, and tattoos. Okay, so I have a beard. I'm Turkish, so I got those, you know, European genes, and I have one tattoo. My mom let me get it. I went with my mom, and we got matching tattoos. Not matching, but we both got hand tattoos, and yes, she signed off on it. Whatever. All right. Another question is, do you have advice for a 17-year-old trying to make money this year? Yes. Okay. So when you're 17, when you're below 18, when you're under the age of 18, you cannot legally start a business. So what I did, I started when I was 14, and my mom was nice enough to let me use her name. So I would put her name under everything. So like Amazon account, Shopify account, everything like that. If you have somebody over the age of 18 that's, you know, willing to let you do that. But capital. I wouldn't recommend getting into like drop shipping and stuff like that. I honestly think it's a waste of time. I've done my fair share of drop shipping and stuff like that. The best business to get into right now is IMO. It's Amazon. So if you don't have the capital, work a job. Like, there's no shame in working a job just to build some capital, because how else are you going to do it? Don't trade stocks. Don't lose money. Just work a job, build up some capital, 5 to 10K, and start doing research YouTube, TikTok, everything like that. If you can't figure it out on your own, get a mentorship. I know a lot of people shame on mentorships, but mentorships are definitely, you know, a big help. I'm not saying that you need a mentorship, but it definitely helps, like, very big time, because, you know, I mean, I run a mentorship, so, you know, this is kind of biased, but I've been doing this business for 3 years. So I've went through all the struggles, and, you know, I just know how to figure everything out. So it just, you know, it makes everything a lot quicker. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, get a job, build some capital, try researching it on your own. And then if you can't figure it out on your own, get a mentorship, not a course. A course is kind of bullshit. What I mean by bullshit is, you know, courses are pretty cheap, and it's literally just information you can find online. So it's basically just information bunched into one. Like, say you want to learn about Amazon FBA, it's just information all bunched into one that you could find online. So there's no need to buy a course unless you want to. You know, I'm not saying they're a scam, but you can't really expect much from a course. Alright, I'm trying to do drop shipping right now. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I refuse to give up. I just can't. That's like the best mindset to have, 100%. if you have that mindset, there is literally no way of losing. If you know, if you want something and your mind is on it all the time, then there's kind of no way of you know, there's no way of losing. You're gonna figure it out. But dropshipping, like I said, I'm not a big fan of it. There's gonna be a lot of gurus on the internet telling you dropshipping's great, buy my course. But I don't like dropshipping. Maybe there's definitely people that make money on it, but I've tried it, and I think there's just a lot better business models. All right, so another guy said, I'm 2 weeks into my dropshipping mentorship, and they barely respond to me, and I'm still not profitable. When you're buying a mentorship, definitely buy off somebody trustable and more small time, because you know, these bigger guys, like, I'm not gonna call anybody out, but like people like with like over 100K, 300K, they have multiple students. You know, like, you're never gonna be hopping on a call with the guy himself. They're just gonna outsource their work. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's not gonna teach you anything, but it's definitely not, you know, the way to go about it. I definitely go with somebody more small time that could give you all their time. Our mentorship is not outsourced whatsoever. You're always talking to me, my brother, or my partner. But yeah, before you look into a mentorship, definitely research the person, get to know the person. You gotta trust the person before you're putting your money into them, because yeah. Another big thing, I don't know if any other mentorships have this. I'm sure they do. But in our mentorship, we have a contract, a 3-month make your money back guarantee. So basically, we sign contracts before payment and everything like that. And it basically states that 90 days after your first sale, if you don't make your initial investment on the mentorship, you get your money refunded. Not the full money, but like, let's say you make 5K, and the mentorship's like, let's say 8K, you get refunded like the 3K amount. So yeah, if stuff are contracted, then that's definitely a lot better. Let's keep going through these comments. Came a long way from Fortnite TikTok clans. Congratulations, bro. Yeah, if some of you guys didn't know, I used to play Fortnite like crazy. That's the reason I got held back in 6th grade. I was just grinding out Fortnite. I was trying to go pro. My brother actually was like almost pro. He made like 10K in Fortnite. Yeah, I had like a TikTok. I had like 30K on TikTok, whatever. Got another comment saying sells courses. And then one of my students, actually, he says he got a mentorship, and if you don't make your money back, he fully refunds you. I don't know what you're talking about. And then he says, hey, well, good on you for that. Too many scammers these days. I stand corrected. No, it makes sense. Honestly, I understand why people bash on mentorships and courses and stuff like that. There's a lot of scammers. I've talked to a lot of big creators, and like, bro, like, they're just trying to sell you the whole time. Like, they do not give a fuck about how much money you make. They just care about how much money you put in their pocket. So no, I definitely understand that. But yeah, this whole e-com stuff, it's definitely not easy. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like how easy it is, but the time you're spending on just working your 9 to 5, if you dump that into just learning about e-com and just, you know, businesses online, I promise you'll make more money doing that, and you'll be a lot more comfortable. Okay, obviously, all right, so I'm gonna make another video. I just need you guys to drop some questions down. If you have any questions for me that you want me to answer on a YouTube video, just drop them down, and then I'll make another video. But I have a question for you guys. So right now I have an M4. This is my second one. I crashed my first one. I bought that one at 16, and then I got the second one at 17. But yeah, I'm looking to sell my car, and my brother's about to get a Huracan. And yeah, my brother's about to get a Huracan. He has a CA Stingray right now. He's about to sell that and get a Huracan. And I was thinking about an R8, but like, I feel like the R8 and the Huracan are like very similar cars, so it wouldn't make sense to get, you know, both of those, a Huracan and an R8, because me and my brother, we split everything. So bank accounts, car payments, everything. So, like, anything you name, we split it. We even share boxers. Sorry to get too personal, but like, we share everything. So yeah, I was thinking C806 because dude, they're insane. They just made an F1 exhaust for it, and it just sounds ridiculous. Or I was thinking like a 2015 GT3, but yeah. So I'm kind of thinking R8. R8's kind of off the list, and then I was thinking McLaren, but you know they're just not that reliable. So it's either R8, 2015 GT3, or C806. So just let me know what you guys think. And yeah, if you have any questions for me, drop them down and then I'll make a new video. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.